Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the wonderful world you are tuning in from. This is Jesse Brower coming at you live from the tuition-free School of Entrepreneurship show. And we have special guest Dalareich Polot. Is that how you say your last name?
Yeah, Polot.
Palat, terrific. We have special guest Dalareich Polot on the show today, and she's really the chocolate queen. We have the episode How Artisans Can Be Entrepreneurs. So before we get into that, guys, for maybe this is the first time you're tuning into the show, I'm going to tell you a little bit about why I do the show and what it's about. So the tuition-free School of Entrepreneurship show. Basically, guys, the purpose of this show is to inspire entrepreneurship around the world. I want to inspire entrepreneurship around the whole world, but with a specific focus on the Philippines. As you guys can see, the chocolate hills in the background. I'm not physically in the Philippines. That's a green screen, but I lived in the Philippines. I lived in Bohol for 3 years, and I really fell in love with the country. And about a year ago, I decided I want to start teaching entrepreneurship in the Philippines. So this show is how I'm doing it right now. So that's basically why I do the show. Number two, I really just enjoy it, and I'm having a lot of fun. I get to surround myself with experts. So this is the tuition-free School of Entrepreneurship show. We do it maybe once or twice a week. And we get different guests on, people who are interested in entrepreneurship, and they are entrepreneurs, e-commerce guys, people that are into trading, real estate, you name it. And today we have a very, very special guest, Dalareich, who has made her entrepreneurial journey and her business with the cacao. Is that how you say it? Cacao?
Yeah,
with
cacao.
with cacao, right? So, and for the rest of us who don't know what that means, we're talking about chocolate. We're talking about tablea. And I met Dalareich in person in Bohol. One time, my wife and I were driving around in my tricycle, and we stopped. We saw this amazing place in Bohol. It said the Chocolate House. And we were like, what's this? This is something interesting. So we went in, and Dalareich was there, and she was so gracious to give us a tour of the chocolate factory and of the just the main offices, and it was wonderful. We got to drink like hot chocolate. The Philippines, they call it tablea, but it was just so strong, and it was a really nice experience. So we always remember Dalareich from that day. And so after I started doing the tuition-free School of Entrepreneurship show, I thought she'd be a great special guest. And I think after I got the mayor of Tagbilaran City on, I got her attention, and she said, okay, she'll agree. Even though today I was late for the show, so hopefully she'll forgive me. But yeah, so this is Dalareich, guys. She is really incredible, and I want to let you introduce yourself as well.
Okay. Hi, good morning. Good morning in the US and good evening here in the Philippines. Thank you, Jesse, for inviting me. It's an
Sure.
honor for me to be in your show as well. Like I saw like our mayor of the city was also in your show and sharing about entrepreneurship. This is really a good also like initiative for you for the Philippines. As you said, you love Bohol, which is my island and your island as well with your wife. And yeah, I would introduce myself. I would like pronounce my name well. Like you pronounce it really slang. Like they pronounce my name like Dalareich in
Uh,
Europe, but me in the Philippines is actually Dalareich. And yeah, I started our family business since we're kids. It's actually started by my mom. So I also manage the chocolate business in here in the island of the Chocolate Hills, which is your background now. And then I founded also a bean to bar chocolate company, which is called Quinto Chocolate, which is also based here in the island of Bohol, in the Philippines.
wow, terrific. Yeah. So, and I think you really have done a lot. You've gone and got some awards, and we can talk about that. So, tell us a lot about your background. I mean, how you got into it. You said your mother was starting out, and you've got quite a business now. You've really built something up, and I think you're international. Now, not only national, but you're also shipping out of the country now, and you've really built up quite a business. But I guess it didn't always, begin that way. You had a humble beginning, right?
Yeah, I would share that my mom actually started that very small livelihood. It's actually not a business before. It's actually really a very small livelihood just to help my dad on the to give food for the family of seven. So we're five siblings. I have five siblings. So my mom is only a housewife before, and my dad is a tricycle driver. But my mom was thinking, how can she help my dad for, of course, for the tuition fee for us to go to college, for the food for the table. And then she was thinking to start like we call that tablea. It's unsweetened chocolate in English, but it's a part of the culture of the Philippines that we have that hot chocolate every morning. So we remember that our grandma, our grandpa would serve the hot chocolate beverage every morning, and then that's the chocolate that we grow up like having that tablea in our own table every morning. And then
Right.
after that, my mom said that she will sell that to the neighborhood. So that's the start when my mom selling it to the neighborhood, to the people who also believe on that very simple product. And then when growing up, me, I was in grade school, I already helped her selling those small packs. I remember that's only 10 pesos before. And then my mom started to sell it to the very small supermarket here in the city of Tagbilaran. And then I helped her deliver. So every time I go out from school, so I went to the delivery. I went to the supermarket to deliver that product. And then actually, I'm a computer engineer by profession. So it's kind of far from what I'm doing right now, but actually it's still related. Of people think it's not related, but for me it's still related with all the things I'm doing because it's still connected with the technology and the way you market your product nowadays. So and then back to the story, my mom even got another job while doing the business because it cannot still sustain the family. So she got a job as a street sweeper in the city of Tagbilaran while making those small tablets, small chocolate. And then, yeah, with the hard work and the perseverance of my parents, they were able to send us, all of us, to college. And I would say that all of us finished already and got degree, all of us, the five of us. And me, after graduation, actually, I work as an engineer. I work as a software engineer, do a lot of things tough on the computer. But at the end of the day, I was asking myself, like, I think this is not the job that I want. So I told my mom maybe I can help through the marketing of the product. So I put up a website before, and then I sell it to like the people also like I remember there's really one American lady who bought that online. Even now they're still our customer. So that's the start that I repackaged the packaging, I design the packaging and I sell it to outside Bohol. So I told my mom we cannot only sell that here in the island, but we can maybe think of the global market. So
Sure.
fast forward, I was able to go to Belgium to really study about chocolate making in 2014. We got several awards. And last year, we got international awards for that chocolate, for that tablea that people think na, like it's very simple product for the Philippines. But honestly, that's the 100% dark chocolate that we should be proud of because the Spanish brought the beans, the cacao beans in the Philippines, and then have that hot chocolate in every morning is already part of the culture and tradition of the Philippines that the Filipinos should be proud of. And I think it's slowly become a reality that the mission is really to put Bohol, the island of the chocolate hills, to really put that in the world's chocolate map. And then it happened slowly. Like I didn't realize even that all those mission and vision for the business slowly happening, even like this pandemic time. Yeah, we still keep going.
Well, that's what I love about entrepreneurship. I keep saying it, with these lockdowns and all of these problems because of this virus, and this overblown reaction to the virus. Entrepreneurship is really a cure because it's the innovators, it's the people like you who are going to find a way to go ahead and make the business anyway. You're going to make it happen. And so I think, for those of you who are watching and you're struggling, if your business has been affected by this pandemic, just keep going. I mean, don't give up. Don't just lay down and forget about your business because you're actually the cure for the problem in the economy. You are part of the cure. I mean, the businesses, the small businesses, they're the ones who make up the economy. So keep going and find a way. Just innovate. I know, Dalareich, you had told me that you had some problems recently, but just recently you were able to break through and now you're shipping to Australia. Is that right?
Oh yeah, we're actually shipping internationally. Just today, I got a message from an American uh, also that he wanted to buy and surprise his wife for our products, and then she's also from Bohol, and then
Yeah,
the husband is from America, and then yeah, she bought some products in the website, and also we're shipping to Japan for a store, and then for Australia there's also a Filipino store in Australia. But
terrific.
yeah, as you said, I was struggling with a logistic problem during the quarantine time here, especially with the local logistics, because our products will melt. You know, chocolate is also very
Right.
sensitive product, especially in the humid country like in the Philippines. It's really hot. It's not like US. It's not like Australia or Europe that you can just store the chocolates wherever you want. But here also, so very challenging for the food business, especially for those artisans. Like, I mean, it's for me, chocolate is really an artisanal work. I mean,
Mm.
you really put your love and passion on that certain product, and it's like the other product that the artists really make it by hand like that. So like, I think weaving also is really
Yeah.
an artisan work. So yeah.
I was really impressed when we took the tour because we got to see, inside the factory where you guys were making all of this wonderful stuff. And it just really, every time it's funny because every time I talk to you or every time I've been thinking about doing this show, my mouth always starts to water and I think about the chocolate. So
Yeah,
you
I mean,
definitely, it's good marketing for sure because you make an impact with that. You know, people remember you for that and then they're going to buy your stuff. So actually, I'm ready to order. I would love to. I would love to bring some of that to my home here. So we can talk about that. But it's just terrific. So how. What about cacao is it that you love so much, and why did it become a business for your family? It sounds like it became a business out of necessity, and now it's grown into something of a passion. Is that right?
yes. Actually, growing up, like I was just also personally thinking like we cannot get money out of this very small product. Like people are not for me like growing up like as a millennial, I take for granted that cacao actually that at the back of our house grow. Like I didn't maybe know that not all the countries can grow that certain chocolate tree.
Right.
So and then I was doing my research. Then I was like, what? This is really a very really good tree that people can really tell to the people as in the whole world that Philippines can grow the chocolate tree. Like it was like America cannot grow except like the South America though, like
Right.
Mexico and everything. And then other country like Europe, they cannot grow cacao. So for me, I was like, I think we can do the innovation and let the people really think that Philippines can also make chocolates that can compete Europe and the US. Like the big companies over there, but of course with a certain niche. So I would really discuss about like the niche market, which is artisanal bean to bar, like meaning single origin from
Oh
where
yeah.
Thailand, yeah, from where you planted your cacao, and then you process it in that island is at the same time. Like
Mhm.
imagine if you have 7,107 island in the Philippines, you can make 7,107 single origin chocolate, and then you can help a lot of cacao farmers as well in the whole Philippines. Because as I told you, like Bohol, every house in this province, especially in the towns, has a cacao tree at the back or in front of their house. But these people just like, oh yeah, that is a tree. It's a normal tree for us. But as like the foreigners, the tourists, like, wow, it's amazing to see like that chocolate tree. They haven't seen the cacao tree ever in their life, but they eat chocolate.
Right.
And then at the same time, we have the chocolate hills. So everybody asks, where's the chocolate in the chocolate hills? But the tourists, the tourists in Bohol didn't know that if you go down in that town, there's a lot of cacao grown in those chocolate hills around in those communities. So me, one of the things that I really wrote in my journal when I was a kid, like to help people, but I was thinking, how can I help even we're poor? I mean, we're really like nothing before, like, and then I didn't even realize now that I was helping communities. I was doing a lot of things for the good for the community. And I think I would really say entrepreneurship is a mission at the same time. It's not
Absolutely.
like making business, having money. It's not the priority. I mean, living with purpose by doing entrepreneurship. And also it's not that easy. It's a journey, but it's a very, very noble mission in this world.
Well, I like what you said about the 7,000 islands because you have a vision to impact your entire country. I had a guy on the show a couple of weeks ago, and he was talking about how God calls us to multiply, and that doesn't just mean having kids; it means having like multiplying whatever you're doing in the earth. And so he was saying, like, if your business is not in the whole world yet, then you still have a lot of room to grow. And it helped me really expand my thinking, and I just love that because you really want to make an impact. And I also like what you said because you really want to serve your way to success. It's like the priority is helping people and serving people and really building them up. And I think it's just incredible. And I've seen some of the other stuff you guys are doing with like Josh. How do you say his last name? Mahini. With the project, the backpacks and all of that.
Josh Mahina is also one of the social entrepreneurship,
Yeah,
social entrepreneur in the Philippines. Yeah.
yeah,
He's
he
doing
is
a lot of
doing
things there.
well. It's exciting, and I mean that's really what it's all about, right? I mean that's why we, at the end of the day, how much money can you spend? So you make entrepreneurship, you make a business, you can impact lives, you can create jobs, and you can go out and you can actually use that money to give and give back. And I've seen how much you've been giving. It's incredible. If you guys haven't followed Dalareich, you should watch her on social media because what she does is incredible. I mean, she took a lot of backpacks and food and things. What was it? It was just a couple of months ago. You were out in the towns just giving things away on a massive scale, and I mean, it was really, really impactful. So and that is incredible. So, and one point that you brought up, you said you started out really poor, and that's one thing I wanted to encourage the watchers, guys. There's a statistic, and it's actually true. You can verify this. 80% of millionaires, they were broke, they were poor, they started out poor, they're self-made. 80% of millionaires are self-made. Only 20% were privileged to be born into wealth. Now, if you're privileged to be born into wealth, take advantage of it, use it. That's great. You have an advantage. But for the rest of those 80%, guess what? They started out with nothing and they made something on their own. So let me just tell you, you don't have to be born into wealth. You don't have to be born into anything special to create whatever you want. And so if ever you've thought about that, oh, well, they have money because their parents are this and that and the other, forget about that because it's a lie. It's nonsense. The truth is most entrepreneurs and most millionaires, they started from the bottom. They started from scratch. Even Henry C., even the richest man in the Philippines, look at how he started out if you read about his history. So you guys, I'm telling you, if you're living in a small house and a hut and you have nothing but a dirt floor, believe me, you can take over the world. You just have to go ahead and create. You're made in the image of God, so you're designed also to create. So, I mean, absolutely just incredible to have Dalareich on the show. Let's speak about having a business in the Philippines rather than working abroad. And there's no shame in working abroad, but let's talk about some of the benefits to actually staying in the Philippines and running a business there, family time, etc.
Yeah. Actually, being an entrepreneur, you also really manage your own time, and then at the same time, you really with your family. And second is you can travel, like while working, while doing business. And then third is actually really doing a lot of things to the communities. Like because you can manage your time, you can do a lot of volunteer work. If if your heart is into helping people, like giving inspiration to people, so you can spend time doing speech or doing like this in your time, in your spare time. And I think, yeah, like a lot of people like said, like you have a lot of opportunities abroad. Like, yes, I have. Even yes, I really like to say like I have a lot. But the thing that was when I still go back to my whys, like why am I doing this? Because I wanted to help more people and then give food for my family, have a good life at the same time, inspire a lot of people to do really something also in this world, and then with a purpose. And then at the same time, like if you're an entrepreneur, it can also be a mentor to a lot of young people. Like I think the legacy that we should also think if you're an entrepreneur is to really encourage other young people to be an entrepreneur, and then they're they're the also do the same thing that you're doing when you're old. So yeah, it's just a domino effect.
I have one question that I didn't write down, but how has the internet impacted your business? I mean, it sounds like you've used it for some marketing stuff, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's very important. As I said a while ago, that I'm into technology. So I made my own websites. I do my search engine optimization. That's my work before, and it really big impact to the business, because right now in the new normal world, even before pandemic, internet is very important. So you can sell a lot of stuff in the internet. You can just have your laptop or your mobile phone to sell something, and then you have a lot of resources. You can use a lot of resources in the internet for free. You can even learn something you didn't know. But honestly, before, I just like do my research if I want to do something, or I want to start or initiate something. Even I didn't study that in my college days, but I would say that I can do that, and then, but I will do my research
Sure.
before I will do that, because
Yeah,
yeah, because you can really do something on the internet, and you can just study and work on it.
that's right. I feel the same way. Recently, I told somebody we'll create a chat bot for you, and I don't know how to create it. So, but it's just easy to learn, right? But it sounds to me like there's a guy. His name is Ty Lopez. He's all over the internet. He advertises a lot, and his big advertisement that's going around right now, it's talking about e-commerce, and he's trying to open up everybody's mind and make them realize that e-commerce is not only selling like household goods or maybe whatever people usually think about. E-commerce is anything that is sold on the internet. So it sounds like you're really engaged in e-commerce with your own products there. I mean, people are buying, and that's the way of the future. And one thing that he was saying is that if you can become an e-commerce expert, you're never going to go hungry, whether it be supporting e-commerce, whether it be doing it yourself, just learning it, whatever. E-commerce is big, you guys. I mean, I think that's a big impact on how Dalareich has been able to grow her business is through the internet, and it's just powerful. So, and just definitely try it. If you guys are in the Philippines, she sells her stuff in the malls, and it's everywhere. Like it should be everywhere. I don't know how about the distribution right now with the COVID, but I know before it was like in the mall there, and it's really a great product. And it's high quality, really. They've got good quality control and just incredible. So you're getting something good when you buy from her. What would you tell the people who are watching if they really want to start a business? What advice would you give them?
Yeah, I would just share something, Jesse. Like when I was in college, I got my first Google AdSense
Mm,
money because of my blog. Like people here in Bohol didn't know about it, and a lot of people like, where did you, where did you get this money from Google? How come? Like when I went to the money transfer um in the mall, like then they asked me why Google sent me money. But that's the thing, that you can do a lot of things in the internet. Just need to start it. And I think I told you before that I work as a virtual assistant in the internet before, in one of the like it's a company in the US as well. So I worked them, and then that's how I found also my investor in the business. I
mm.
think I told you that
Yeah, you told me that story, I think, one night when we were drinking chocolate together with my wife.
So like imagine, like I don't have capital before, but I worked for that company, and they said, like, I think your passion really is into chocolate. But I said yes. But yeah, we will be supporting you in that small business that you have. And then yeah, they're actually venture capital, and they're angel investors. Yeah,
Mm.
I would say that to all the people who wanted to start a business, actually, you really need to find what is your passion with purpose, and you need to persevere, because there's a lot of things in your way. There's a lot of obstacles in being an entrepreneur. But I think if you're just very positive, and also of course with the help of the prayer and faith, you can overcome all those obstacles. But it's not an overnight success. Even now, like we didn't know, it's very uncertain times. But if we just need to think of the positive things, and do something on the brighter side, and think of it that there's a brighter side, there's a brighter future ahead of us. And I think it's really good for the people to start business these days, especially in the Philippines. A lot of OFW went home, and I think people are very interested in how to start a business. I think a mentor like you, Jesse, starting this show can really help a lot of people to really start, and you can inspire a lot of people starting their own business.
Well, thanks for saying so. And I think, guys, I really just think the Philippines is a great place to get rich, to be honest with you. Like, I lived there and I understand it and I've seen it. There's plenty of money around. There's money. And it's like everywhere you look, there's an opportunity for a business in the Philippines. It doesn't have to be outside of the country. You don't even have to be selling outside of the country. You can and you should. If you have a product, go ahead and sell it also internationally. But even just in the Philippines, like there's food businesses that you can do. There's so many service businesses that you can do. Like I have an entrepreneur friend, Gino Largo, and he just founded Let's Go Market. And it's just incredible. We have Instacart in the United States. So I order my groceries on my phone and then they show up at my house and it's all just taken out of the credit card, the debit card. He's got this going now. And he's like, as far as he knows, he's the first one in the Philippines. I think there might be another one, but it's incredible, guys. Like that's a service business that didn't exist before in the Philippines. And because of the pandemic, now people are going to get used to it. And even after the pandemic is over, which in my opinion, I think it's pretty much over, guys, but that's a whole nother topic. But whenever it's actually over and the overblown reaction stops, right, then you're going to see people are still going to be ordering their groceries that way because it's more convenient. So there's so many ways to just do things. And you can look and see what other countries have done that the Philippines doesn't have yet. And also, not only that, you can just copy other businesses. Like, okay, for an example, with mine, with just solar, there's so many solar systems being sold every day, and there's people that are looking to buy solar every day, that as long as you're offering it, you're going to have a buyer, because it's like the ceiling is not reached at all, because it's actually something new. And that's another one for the Philippines, going solar. It's a good business to get into. And I know some friends over there that are into that. But point being is that as long as you're offering it and people are buying, that's an incredible business. It means that the demand is not fully met. So you can find something like that. And it could be a food business or a service business where the demand is not fully met. And as long as you're making your advertisement and your offer, you're getting customers. So I just want to encourage you guys, go ahead and start a business, whatever it is. You know, whatever is selling, whatever you see and you look around, well, that's selling, then chances are there's probably a lot more that could be selling. It's not like the ceiling is reached. There's a lot more that could be selling. So you could go ahead and just copy that business, make it a little bit different, and offer it, you know, whether it be in food or in, something e-commerce or selling household items or anything like that. So definitely anybody can be an entrepreneur. And guys, Paul the Apostle was an entrepreneur. If you're a Christian or Catholic and you read the Bible, you know that Paul the Apostle, he made tents. He was actually manufacturing tents and selling those. So if the main apostle, Mr. Paul the Apostle, right, or one of the main ones, if he's an entrepreneur, I guess we should be too. And even if you have a job, you can have a side hustle. Even if you're working in a 9 to 5, you can also have a side hustle. You can create an online store. You can do something to be an entrepreneur to more secure your future, secure your children's future. And it's not like you have to be a genius or intelligent. You know, a lot of entrepreneurs, they were failing in high school and college. Some even dropped out, and they still made it because they wanted to make their own way. And that's the big thing. You don't need anybody's permission. You don't need anybody's permission to be an entrepreneur. It's all up to you. All you have to do is find a problem and solve it. Find a demand and meet it. So incredible. Now, Dalareich, what would you say to the watcher who only has a cell phone and they want to start in entrepreneurship? Where would you recommend they do, or where would they go, or what should they do?
Actually, a lot of people nowadays actually starting the business already, especially in Bohol. Like I would joke my friends, like everybody become an entrepreneur nowadays, selling something.
Yeah.
Internet. Like I think you just need, as I said, like if you just need a phone, if you have a phone and a laptop, you can do a lot of things. Even you start your own like online store selling artisan products, especially in the Philippines or wherever you are. Like there's a lot of things in Bohol that you cannot see that in the internet. I think that's one of the opportunity that we should look into also, especially in the remote islands in the Philippines. And then you just need to act. You just need to do that. Like a lot of people, I will do that, but they won't do it. but it's just like a matter of like doing an action. Like it's take an action and do something and look around. That's also the thing that, as you said, you just need to look around, look the opportunities around. That's also why I love traveling, because I see a lot of things outside the Philippines that I can do here. Yeah.
You know what? Last thing, I want to be very respectful of your time, but I like what you just said, and I think it can be very valuable for a lot of people watching. You're now shipping, and you said it was with DHL, right, to like Australia and other places.
Yes. Actually, all the countries to
Okay.
the DHL.
And can you do? Does it have to be a really large order? Can it be a medium or smaller order?
Yeah, actually, that's what I thought before. Like having a corporate account with the DHL, I thought that was really very difficult. But I think when they call me, I ask them if there's a quota or how many kilos should need do I need to send every month. But they said no quota. Like wow,
Wow,
okay.
wow.
Like, I was like, okay, I'll just apply. Then in 24 hours they approve my corporate account, and then yeah, when I ship some of the orders already, and you just need to there's no quota. Like even you can order like half a kilo or 1 kilo,
Wow.
and then we have a very special rates with the DHL, and that's the thing, that the misconception of the people, like just send an email, inquire. Some people don't really do that. Like me, when I open an account, actually a basic account, not a corporate account, when I check it, and then I just check how much is the shipping rate, and then after a while, like I think 4 hours after, somebody from DHL called me, like, do you want to apply for a corporate account? Like I said, why not? Like, but I need to ask you questions. Like, is there any quota or any fee to open a corporate account? Then that guy said no. But I was like, what, really? So, but it's just an amazing thing. Like that's also one of the things that I said to you, that you just need to take action. That the action that I made is inquiring and opening registering my account in the HL, and then somebody called me if I want to be their corporate partner. Yeah.
Well, Dalareich, I used to think too, because my wife and I were living in Bohol. We used to think if we had to export like the baskets and all of this kind of stuff, we thought we were going to have to take a shipping container and bring a lot to the United
No.
States. But it's not true. It's not true. So that's one
Yes.
thing, guys. You really think about this, guys. If you have some products or some maybe some native things, you can get a corporate account with DHL and you can sell it all over the world, and you can have the internet. Go on Facebook, guys. Facebook ads are cheap. You go on Facebook, you go on all these websites, mainly Facebook and Instagram now. Just advertise it,
Instagram,
and then there's other ways, guys. And then guess what? People can buy from the whole Philippines, and they can even have a small order. Hey, it's incredible. You can really start your business these days, guys. You don't have to have a lot of capital.
Yes.
You don't have to have a shipping container full. Even I used to think that. I thought, well, I'd love to take these baskets to America or these, whatever. Listen, you can do it on a small scale, and you can start today. You don't need anybody's permission. You don't need a degree. You don't need anything special certification. I get a lot of people messaging me, say, hey, how do I get a certificate? And I say, we don't have a certificate. And I let people know, you don't need anybody's permission to be an entrepreneur. You just go ahead. It's like, it's all up to you. And you just kind of rub two sticks together and make something happen. So this is entrepreneurship, guys. And you build on it. You build on it. You build on it. So Dalareich, I want to be very respectful of your time. I'm so grateful that you came on the show. Definitely one episode to remember. And I'm definitely going to have some chocolate today and memory of our time spent with my wife and you there in Bohol, drinking the chocolate together. So, hey, God bless. Thanks for coming on the show. Do you have any final thoughts?
Yeah. Speaking of that, Jesse, order in our website if you want to have some hot chocolate. I would just tell to the people here in your show that Bohol is very special for Jesse and also very special for me. And you can have a lot of things, a lot of things here. And if you happen to be in Bohol, visit our chocolate house, or you can order our products in our website. Just go to www.dalareichchocolatehouse.com and you can get our products.
How do you spell it?
Supporting local, not only, my name, dalareichchocolatehouse.com. So Delta Alpha Lima Alpha Romeo Echo India Charlie Hotel, and then Chocolate House. chocolate.com. And then it's really it's not just like supporting local products, also supporting the community that we're supporting, especially the cacao farmers in the island of Bohol. Thank you so much
Oh,
for
you're very
having
welcome.
me in this
You're very welcome.
show.
How does this look? Is this the right way?
Yes, yes. I know. Chocolate,
With an
L A
E.
T. Yeah.
Okay, let's put it on there. Dalareich. So I'm going to put it on there. That way people can watch it.
Then
DALAREICHOCOLETE.
yeah,
See, I don't know how to spell, guys, and I'm an entrepreneur. I make a lot of money, and I don't know how to spell. HOUSE.com. Okay, let's do that.
yeah.
And my wife knows how to spell
It's
better than
actually
I do.
the English term chocolate.
Like that.
Oh no, chocolate. Then LATE. Sorry.
Oh, no, that's no problem. So CHOCHOL. Choco. All right, hold on. Send it to me on Messenger, Dalareich. Will you?
The last
Here, send it to me on Messenger through your phone, and then I'll copy it.
LATE.
Hey, yeah. Just send me your website and the Messenger, and then I'll copy it onto the screen. Hold on, guys.
Sending. Wait for a while. I think my internet.
There it is. There it is. Okay, guys, cool. So now I'm going to copy this and put it on the screen exactly from her. Like I said, my wife knows how to spell better than I do. So anytime I have to ask her for a spelling, she does it for me. And you can be an entrepreneur without knowing how to spell.
Of course. Even if you're not college degree.
There it is. There it is, right? Guys, so there it is. Pause it. Get the website. You can order anywhere in Bohol and around the world, right?
Yes.
Oh, terrific. All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll talk to you later. I look forward to visiting you when we come to Bohol.
Yes. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you for your time as well.
Oh, you bet. Thank you for your.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.